Reptilians, are reptilian humans ruling the Earth? Author David Icke, one of the foremost conspiracy theorists of our time, was a professional footballer who played for Coventry City and Hereford United football teams early in his career, but had to quit football in 1973 due to arthritis. He then started working as a sports reporter for the BBC in the 70s and 80s. Later, he became interested in politics, becoming one of the spokespersons for the UK Green Party, TR for British Green Party, in 1988. Interested in the New Age movement in the 90s, he sought alternative treatments for rheumatoid arthritis and stated that he had a spiritual experience while in Peru. After returning to the UK, he resigned from the party he was a member of and started to wear only turquoise clothes, believing that he would receive positive energy, which he would later give up. During an interview with Terry Wogan in April 1991, his impact on society suddenly changed. He made apocalyptic predictions, stating that he was the son of the Godhead. He stated that his words were misunderstood as a result of angry and sarcastic reactions. His most famous work was The Biggest Secret, Mankind Stand Up, 1999. They write in this book that those who rule the world are not actually humans but a reptilian species, aka reptilian, reptoid, reptiloid, icatilians, draconians, or lizard people. While these reptilians are involved in secret organizations such as the Illuminati and Freemasons, they are busy enslaving the human species, occupying high positions from US presidents to British kings and queens. It is even said that they have done this since ancient times. The Anunnaki deities in the creation myth in Babylon are cited as an example. Going further, it is stated that these are fourth-dimensional beings with the ability to change shape from the constellation Draco, dragon, and have a length between 1.5 and 3.7 meters. Some have claimed that this alien species also built underground cities, some Christians even claiming these are a codename for Jews rather than aliens. They thought of it. According to this claim, the Jews are the ancestors of the serpent that deceived Adam and Eve, the first humans in the Garden of Eden. Icke also believed that the anti-Semitic, and known to be fake, Protocols of the Elders of Zion, 1903, was genuine, but that they were written by reptilians, not Jews, and that this is a world-leading idea of the Jewish people. He stated that he was not an anti-Semite with the words, "It is not a conspiracy." In his book he writes, "Since 1998, people have told me that they have seen some people take on non-human forms. This is an ancient phenomenon known as shapeshifting. The simplest form is a crustacean humanoid, and, with reptilian eyes rather than humanoids." Icke's books have been translated into many languages, selling 140,000 copies between 1998 and 2011. Its site was also visited 600,000 times weekly in 2006. According to a study conducted in the USA in 2013, 4% of the people believe that these reptilian creatures are real. However, Icke is not limited to these claims. He also describes the moon as a hollow structure abandoned by aliens in reality. We have to admit that, unfortunately, there are bad people in the world because of their greed for money and power. It is a beautiful message in Icke's books that he wants people to wake up instead of living blindly, but none of the reasons he offers behind the message have been proven to date. Other than showing old, extremely low-resolution videos of famous leaders displaying reptilian gazes, some fail to offer any indication that these people are not human. Although these views contradict with political and economic history on many points, it is a weak argument for Icke to make these claims based on some eyewitnesses. He is also completely wrong about the moon, because the geology of the moon has been studied extremely well. Even Professor Dr. Cecil Sanger also has researches on this subject. What Icke does is simple. Instead of providing any useful explanation for the already highly complex world, he complicates the situation with his assertions. How are these gigantic reptilians able to take on human bodies? Have any abnormalities been observed in the health checks of the aforementioned leaders? If there is an organization called the Illuminati and it is run by reptilians, why didn't they assassinate Icke, who has been dealing with exposing them since the 90s? Especially if they don't have any issues with eliminating other celebrities? Where did you get the information about which constellation this species came from and where they were in the fourth dimension? Is every democratically elected leader reptilian? How did this alien species from such a distant constellation, Gamma Draconis, also known as Eltonin, the brightest star in the constellation Draco, 154.3 light-years from the Sun, find us and have a similar moral sense of how they can enslave us? How did they evolve? Why does this interstellar traveler even need us? As you can see, there are many questions that can be asked. There are no scientific, testable, and logical answers to these. Although it told people don't live blindly, wake up. Even if he is giving messages like this, he seems to believe his own claims almost blindly. So, is it impossible for an alien species to visit our Earth and take on a humanoid form and live among us in secret? Of course no. But to this question, yes, they are among us. Before giving an answer, we need concrete evidence. Never forget the concept of the null hypothesis in science. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe and like.